Hi everyone, it's Ashton, aka the Outspoken Oracle, back with another tarot reading for you today. Please keep in mind that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please just think of me as your bestie here with a little bit of advice, and as with advice from your best friend, you take some, you leave some. Please use your discernment always. Only take what resonates with you. All right, so the message that I have today is be childlike, not childish. The energy that I'm getting right now is that, collective, it is time to embrace your playful, fun side. Do things that set your heart on fire. Do things that you would do as a little kid that would make you happy, whether it's running around in the sprinklers, having a water fight, shooting Nerf guns at people, playing hide and seek, or like being like a T-Rex dinosaur. Just like having fun. Just have fun. Be childlike, not childish. And when I say not childish, again, like don't don't go back to immature ways of behaving with people. There is a playfulness that can come from being childlike and being like a child and seeing the world as a child. But don't be childish in terms of your emotional responses and things of that nature. Anyhow, we'll see what Spirit has to say about that as I pull the cards and, go from there. All right, angels, guides, answer, and y'all, I have a feeling that today's going to be hard on the words coming out of my mouth, so I apologize ahead of time. All right. Angels, guides, ancestors, please assist me with this reading. Please help to give me insight into the questions I seek answers to, protecting from any negative entities that might try to interfere on this reading and give me false information. Please speak truth and honesty to me through the cards, giving me insight of the highest good of everyone involved. And as always, thanks for showing up for me each and every day. Love you so very much. All right. Spirit, what is the message you have for the collective in regards to being childlike and not childish? What is the message that you have for the collective in regards to being childlike and not childish? What is the message you have for the collective in regards to being childlike and not childish? All right, so for starters, with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, the energy that I'm getting is like you just need to let go. Allow yourself a lot more freedom with life. You will feel more free. You will feel like you have unlocked the access to so many things in your life when you start to just be childlike. Being childlike, unlocks creativity. It unlocks just better moods in general. It allows for you to have a lot more appreciation for things that are around you. Like, you notice how like children, like even seeing like the slightest little bug, they've got to crouch down and like look at it and examine it, or like they talk to all the animals and this, that, whatever. But it's like you then start to have a much more like a greater appreciation for life and everything that surrounds you when you are childlike. And within that appreciation comes freedom, because you let go of your burdens, you let go of the things that are holding you down, and you tend to live a little bit more in the now. You tend to experience life in the present and the moment. And then it's just like you just kind of have like this release of the things that are no longer serving you. And it means that there's just so much more freedom in your life. Yeah, with that, Ten of Wands in reverse, again, you're releasing the things that like are not serving you. You're putting down your burdens. When you embrace your childlike innocence, when you start to be more playful and fun, you are releasing the burdens of your life because you are being a lot more present in the moment. When you're stuck in your head and you're stuck in your thoughts and you are just like constantly ruminating over things that may have or may not have happened, then you are just stressing yourself out, and you are making your life a lot harder and more burdensome than it needs to be. Whereas if you're just childlike and playful, you're going to be a lot more in the moment. And so even though there are things that you have to take care of because this is life and you can't just like, be on an adventure at all times, it's not going to bother you so much because it's going to be compartmentalized for the time that it has to be taken care of, rather than it being something that is constantly on your mind, in the back of your head, where you're just worried about all the things that you have to do. Children are very present. They just are. They just are in general. They know the art of just being. They understand the art of just being themselves, being present, being in the moment. And being childlike, you then release all the burdens that you've been carrying around with you, because you recognize that life is not necessarily about doing, but rather just about being. Oh, we've got the Five of Swords here that popped out. Spirit is telling me that additionally, with this childlike mentality, what's going to happen is that you're going to have some new insights and perspectives into your life in regards to certain things that you've done or certain perceptions that you've had and which things were done the wrong way. The thing about being childlike is that you are going to be able to unlock this certain level of accountability that you may not have experienced in the past. And the reason why this is going to come up is because, have you know, with children, when something goes wrong and something goes awry, they can bounce back a lot quicker. They can acknowledge, hey, I did something wrong, and they don't let it burden them, and they don't carry it with them despite having done the things that are wrong, because they recognize that like life still goes on and I can still enjoy my life even though I messed up. They get the lesson and they move on a lot quicker. And whoever you are, collective, this is telling me that like a lot of you guys will like be like 10 toes down in your mistakes because you're not willing to take the accountability for how things have gone awry. But this is telling me that the more childlike you are, the more playful that you are, you're going to understand that like life is not about just being upset and having burdens and all these other things. And so your willingness to take accountability for your bad actions is going to come a lot easier, because you don't want to be bogged down about the thoughts about how things could have gone differently. And so you're going to be able to see more clearly where you went wrong, and then you can move on from there. And it's because you're going to want to spend more time enjoying life. And so you don't want to have these moments as often where you are messing up, where you were cutting people's heads off, where you were acting in an immature, childish way because your ego won't let you see the forest for the trees. You're going to have a better understanding about how childish you were and some of your emotional or logical responses to things in the past, and you're going to be able to make amends with them and come to terms with them and then take accountability. Because you're realizing that life is about having fun and enjoying yourself, and you're starting to let go of the things that aren't serving you. Because in the past, with you being childish, with this Four of Cups here, you weren't able to see what was right in front of you, because you were always so focused on the things that you thought you should have been focused on, because this is right in front of me. This is what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. This is where I'm supposed to be so serious. This is what I was told that is important in life. And I need to make sure that I'm watching this to make sure that everything happens as it's supposed to happen, because this is what I was told that I have to do. It's like, you're very by the book sort of person. And you're like, eye on the prize. But it's like, the prize that your eye is on is the wrong prize, because you're actually being given a better prize, but you're not paying attention to it. But the thing of it is that was you being childish, because you were not being childlike and being open to the possibilities of there being new opportunities and new things presented to you and new ways of relating to your life. realizing that there are actually things that are easier and better for you, that are going to make you happier and more abundant, that are being offered to you at all points of your life at all times, and your eyes have just been closed to it. It's very much about just trusting that there's a lot more for you that's going to happen if you are just seeing the magic that is everywhere. Then you realize that you're being offered so many great things when you stop being childish and, pouting about what it is that you have in front of you, even though it's not what's making you happiest, and you know that there's something else that's out there that's being offered to you. Oh, nope. I got two cards that came out. First, we got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then I've got the Ten of Swords here. So, in this childish behavior of only focusing on what you thought, because it's like, I was very much like, okay, well, this is a plan. This is a plan, and you're very focused on the plan. And it's childish because you then are not flexible for other opportunities. What the energy that I'm getting with these cards is that you need to let go of what you thought the plan is and stop investing in what you thought the plan is, because it's only hurting you. You need to be more playful and open up your eyes to all the possibilities that are out there for you that are actually going to make you happier. The thing about children is that at their core, they are happy. They are happy as long as they are being seen and acknowledged. They are happy. And again, in this same sentiment of what I said about like letting go of what you thought the plan was, you need to also recognize like where your ego is there trying to protect you, but also not allowing for your growth. There is a lack of trust, a lack of vulnerability, a lack of inner knowing, a lack of inner strength that is keeping you stuck where you're at. And you may think that you are strong and you are bold and you're doing the right thing by going along with the plan, but it's actually, this plan is what is weakening you. This plan is what's keeping you away from your true freedom and your true power. What is really being offered to you right now, collective, is something that is so outside the bounds of what seems normal to you. What's being offered to you right now is very counterintuitive to what you've always known. And if you are being childlike, then you recognize that the things that you don't know are actually just magic, and that there's so much abundance that comes from the magic of new experiences. And so this is where we're at with this, getting rid of this childish emotional response or understanding of what your life is. Because the truth of the matter is with this Chariot in reverse is that by sticking to the plan, what's actually happening is that you are staying stuck. You're not moving forward. You're not allowing God to help you move forward. You're not trusting God's will for your life. Whereas if you were to return to your childlike state, then things are going to start moving along exactly as they should, and you won't be so stuck, and you're going to see so much growth and abundance. Spirit's telling me right now with this World in reverse that until you learn to be more playful with life, until you learn to be more childlike, until you learn to see the magic in everything, until you learn to look up at the moon and tell the moon, thank you for shining on me, until you start talking to the snails and the birds and and the turtles, until you start just seeing the magic in everyday experiences, then you're going to continue to feel like you are stuck. You are going to continue to miss out on the opportunities that are actually more aligned with your soul resonance and your soul being. And this with this world here, it's like this is actually a big lesson that you are supposed to be learning in your life. It is a big lesson that's going to take you to that next level, that's going to unlock the door to your abundance, to your freedom, to your power. With this Knight of Pentacles here, what's not working for you is that you are just so slow moving and so methodical, and so everything has its place and everything has to be done in the right order. Da, 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 da. And although this is a good mentality to have, it's not a good mentality to have if you're on the right path. Can you imagine doing all the work, slow and steady wins the race, and being so methodical? And say you're working a plot of land and you're being so methodical, the lines of your crops are perfect, all this other stuff, and the crops pop up beautifully, only to realize that you planted on land that wasn't yours because you got your plot wrong. And so these crops actually belong to somebody else. That's what you have been doing, collective. You have been slow and steady and by the book and doing everything right, except for you've been doing it on the wrong plot of land. It's not that this is a bad way of doing things. It's a bad way of doing things because you're so focused on the mission that you can't even see the fact that you're actually partaking in the mission that's not even yours. And because you're so focused and you're going so slow, you don't see that you're actually doing the wrong thing. And so, not to say that this is a bad way of behaving, but it has kept you stuck because you've been doing this wrong thing for so long, but you've been going so slow that you haven't been able to see that you're in the wrong place. But part of you going slow, honestly, collective, is the fact that you have felt this inner knowing and apprehension about everything this whole time. Your internal knowing, your intuition has kind of, got at you and told you a little bit, this is not where we're supposed to be. And so you've always been very slow about doing things because you just haven't fully been trusting where you're at. And it's for a reason, because you're in the wrong place. You're on the wrong plot. That being said, you fully know that you have the power to change any situation around. And in you knowing that you have the power to change any situation around, you're kind of okay with doing things wrong and going so slow about things because you're like, I'll do things when I'm ready. Right now, though, Spirit is kind of telling you, hey, that magic that I've given you that you've known that you've always had, it's time for you to use it. It's time for you to use it and change it. I need you to stop going so slow about initiating this magic that you've always known that you have, that you always know is inside of you. I need you to actually use your magic for good. I know that you have it. I know that you know that it's there. I know that you know that that's your backup plan, and you can change any situation you want as soon as you want to, through the snap of the fingers. Spirit's saying now is the time. Stop being slow about changing your situation because it's time. It's time. It's time because right now you are being offered the opportunity for this great abundance to be the happiest you have ever been in your entire life. You are being offered this amazing gift. Do not be slow about changing things around for yourself. Start to act as if everything is beautiful and everything is magical and everything is fun and playful. Get into that energy, and so many things are going to unlock. And you're just going to go about your day, even if it's bad, and be happier because you can see the silver linings in everything. Even if you're running late somewhere, you're like, oh, well, I could have died. I didn't die today. Thank you for allowing me to be late because I missed that car accident that I wasn't in. What is working for you right here with this Two of Wands is that you have always had a sense of direction, a sense of purpose, a sense of knowing where you're supposed to be going. It's always been inside of you. You've always kind of kind of felt it. And it's like that's being activated right now, and that push is being given to you a little bit more. And you it's like you know that on the right path where you're supposed to be going, you already know that the magic is going to be there. I am sensing a little bit of fear with you right now, because it's like, well, if I get to have all this magic, then like what if it leaves me? It's not going to leave you if you keep on believing in magic. You won't lose magic if you keep on believing in magic. Ooh. And with this Empress here, it's telling me that like you are going to be unlocking so much stuff. You are going to be sitting pretty. You are going to be receiving and just like life is going to open up and blossom to you, and abundance is going to be yours. And you're going to be sitting pretty, just doing whatever it is that you like to do that makes you happy. And you're going to be like, damn, this is a good life. Look at how much I've got. Look at how great everything is. Look at these birds and these squirrels sitting here talking to me like I'm Dr. Doolittle or something. Like you are going to be sitting so pretty once you just start like knowing that the magic that you know has always existed in life is like actually there for you to have. With this tower here, and this is funny, this is in the pile of what's working for you. Tower moments sometimes can be really bad, but a tower moment is really just a shock to the system. So what I'm getting here is that once you get on the path, it is going to be just a shock to the system where things start changing around so quickly that you're like, whoa, what just happened? But it's like the change needs to be that quick where you can't think about it. And the fact that it's going to happen so quickly and change up your life so quickly once you decide to be more childlike and just know that the world is going to open for you, you'll stop assessing and overthinking everything. And it needs to be a shock to the system for you to just believe, because the shock to the system is going to show you, wait a second, miracles do happen. Magic is real. With this Eight of Wands here, Spirit is telling me that once you start just living your life in a childlike way, that you are going to, it's just going to be momentum. It's going to be momentum on momentum and momentum on your life. Are you going to constantly stay in this state of childlike wonderment? No, because we're humans. It's not going to be consistent. But the second that you decide to change things around and step into that childlike wonderment, more and more momentum is going to show up in your life, and things are going to be on the path that they need to be on. And you are just going to be like, wow, like this is amazing how like things are just happening for me. With this Two of Pentacles, you are going to feel like your life is in a more balanced state. You are going to feel like you can have it all. You are having your cake and you are eating it too. Once you step in to this childlike wonderment and let go of what's not serving you and allow the universe to just do what it's going to be doing and just like be free. With this Page of Cups in reverse, Spirit is telling me, be careful who you share the magic in your life with. Not everybody needs to know about the magic that's happening in your life. People are going to be on a need to know basis. And what I am hearing is that the people that you have in your life, that you see in your life, that operate from this childlike wonderment, who know how to be playful and know how to be fun. I mean, know how to have fun, know how to just like engage in the world as if there's magic all around them. Those are the ones that once you start unlocking these doors to this childlike wonderment, those are the ones that you should be sharing this stuff with. Not the ones that don't understand why it's so important to be childlike. because they are not going to try to dim your shine. They are not going to try to dim your sparkle. They are not going to try to tell you to grow up, or they're not going to tell you that you're immature. They're going to actually see what you're doing and encourage you and be like, isn't this fun? Isn't this great? See, I told you, you just needed to do this. Like, this is so fun. They're going to be the ones that are going to be encouraging and just excited for you. And it's like, you guys are going to be in it together. And then it's going to be miracle on synchronicity, on beautiful happenstance after beautiful happenstance. And it's just going to be such a beautiful energy, but you don't need to share that with everybody. Okay. I am going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card to end this reading, and then I will send you on your way, collective. I really like this reading. It just made me happy, especially with these unicorn cards too. They really helped. All right, Spirit Animal Oracle card, please, Spirit, for the collective to end this reading. All right, I had 2 cards that popped up, but I'm just going to take the Spider because of Lizard Spirit's in reverse. All right, I have Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real, number 56. All right, Oracle message. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then Spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and Spirit will take 10 towards you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider Spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with Spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you may be considering: writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is a time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now if you are so inclined. Let yourself be open to abundance. Protection message. Are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality? Are you stuck in the sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention isn't enough to make your dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. Spider Spirit wants you to know that your plans will remain ephemeral unless you commit to being productive and industrious, for Spirit will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated, so begin to make your dream a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to choose one small step towards your dream. Remember, Spirit is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first to bring the thread to the loom, then continue to do your part. All right. So with this message, I'm getting that magic in your life is available to you at this time. Part of the magic that Spirit is asking you to show up with is just to be playful about it and allow it. But being playful about it, you are still showing up, but you're not taking life so seriously, because it's when you're taking life so seriously that you start to doubt that you can actually have all you ever wanted. Spirit wants to please you. Spirit wants to make you happy. Spirit wants to enjoy your life just as much as you do. But a part of showing up for the magic that Spirit has to offer is by being the magic, showing up in a childlike state and just thinking that the world's going to open to you and that you're going to get what you want. I always like to say a person should get what she wants. A person should get what they want. The magic's going to happen, but you have to show up and be a co-creator for the magic to happen. And part of the co-creation is showing up in a childlike state and just expecting for the magic to show up along with you. Anyhow, collective, this is a message that I have for you today. Thank you for rocking with me today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And please never forget just how divine you are.